Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Power Monday. Thank you for joining us this morning. Just in case you look at different face here that doesn't look like John Lee, it is because John Lee is not feeling well this morning, so I'll be doing this session with you all. Okay, so first of all, I wish all the mother, grandmother, stepmother, whatever mother, godmother, spiritual mother, a happy belated Mother's Day. So how was your Mother's Day celebration? If you have a great celebration with your mothers, put 10 in the chat box. How was your Mother's Day celebration yesterday? 10, 10. Whoa, Suzanne, I saw all your nice food that you prepared for your mother. Interesting. Wow, all of you have many great celebrations with your mother. Lockdown celebration. Yep. This is the second time we celebrate Mother's Day with a special condition. Right, great. So all of you have appreciated your mother, and some of you are mother yourself, and we understand some of the investment effort that you put in to raise up not only your kids. In fact, we believe when you raise up a kid, you raise up a new generation. So kudos to all the mother for all your effort. While you are raising up a next generation, you are also doing a business and bringing income to your family. So this morning, I'll be hosting this session. I say welcome also for those who are not from Redfield or Keller Williams. Thank you for joining us this morning. I hope you have a great time here with us, and also I hope this session will also inspire you and help you to move on in your business. Right. So first of all, just this morning we were talking about on the concept of leveraging. Right. I think it's one of the areas where we may need to get a better understanding and see, especially to understand the value of leveraging. Right. So, and I'll show you a video after that. And after the video, I will have a conversation with Winnie. Today, our guest that come and join us this morning is Winnie. So after the conversation, then we'll make a conclusion of what we have learned together. Right? Are you all good to go? You are good to go. Say good in the chat box. Interact with me, please. If you are ready to start, put the word good inside the chat box. All right, good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, so many of you are ready or eager to learn. That's a great learning attitude. Okay, without further delay, Marcus, you can roll up the first video. Thank you.
Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Tired of doing the same thing over and over again? What if there's a better way? Well, my friend, there is. But first, let me let you in on a big secret. It's a concept that highly successful people are using. This is what I call the concept of leverage. Let me start with the definition of income. Well, you know the formula. It's income equals rate times time, right? Say your rate is $10 per hour, so if you work 8 hours, then you get paid $80. Pretty simple, huh? Now, what do people do to try to increase their income? They increase their time. So, some people work more hours or get 2 jobs. But what the real majority of people do to try to increase their income is to increase their rates. This is the main reason why we are told to get a good education so we'll get a good job. So people try to get promoted, some pursue better careers, or maybe take an MBA or PhD. All these strategies simply to increase the rates. This is what I call the employee mindset. Now, I'm not saying there's something wrong with this. What I'm just saying is there is a better way. Let me talk to you about the new mindset, the leverage mindset, or what I call the entrepreneur mindset. Let's step back for a while to see the difference. Again, income equals rate times time. Here's the enlightened definition of income. It is income equals rate times time times leverage. What is leverage? Leverage is something that you use to gain maximum advantage. Let's say you want to move a huge stone. You use a lever. This is the same principle when you have a flat tire. You don't use your hands to lift the car, right? You use the jack. So basically, you leverage your efforts through the lever or a jack. And this is what the concept of leverage is all about. It's all about leveraging your efforts. Now, let's take a look at some of the most successful people and see how they leverage. Business owners. Business owners or entrepreneurs leverage their income through their employees. Let's say you as a business owner has 100 people. Then you're basically leveraging your income through those 100 employees. One of the richest men during his time has profoundly put the concept of leverage in a single statement. J. Paul Getty said, "I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts." Now, let's take a look at investors. Investors leverage their income through their money to invest in companies who in turn leverage through their employees that create sales. Even superstars leverage too. Superstars leverage their income through their skills that allow them to earn endorsement income. Like if you're LeBron James, from the numbers of shoes sold, or if you're Lady Gaga, from the number of records sold. So there you go. The highly successful people who are financially secured increase their income not by focusing on increasing their rates or time, but by increasing the leverage. On the other hand, employees basically do not have leverage income because their income is based on their own efforts. So leverage equals 1, and therefore income equals rate times time.
I get it now. It's a very enlightening concept. But how can I create leverage income? And where do I start?
Are you ready to get out of your cave? Check out netbiznow.com and discover.
Okay, right. I want all of you to type the word leverage on the checkbox. This morning we are talking about leverage. Type the word leverage on the checkbox. Right, good. Thank you, thank you. Wow, very good. So I think, what do you pick up from this video? A short video. Any keywords that you pick up, just type in the checkbox beside the word leverage. What other thing you pick up just by watching this short video? Anything that you pick up, or aha that you pick up from watching this video? Money, okay, Priscilla, money. Leverage time, okay. What else? Employee mindset, okay, and effort, rate, people, right? Good. Success through others. Okay, right. Good. I think one of the main things that I pick up from this video is that leverage is a way to multiply the effect, right? So entrepreneur mindset, very good. So if you put 1% of your effort, how many percent return you will get? So it's the same concept, ROI, rate of investment, the return of investment. So I think the concept of leverage gives us the idea that if you know how to leverage correctly, your 1% effort that put in can multiply into 10% or more. Potentially, there's unlimited multiplication effect, right? So this morning, we have a privilege to invite Winnie to join us. Let's talk about the business in what aspect, that how this concept of leverage, the leveraging mindset, can apply into our real estate business, right? Support staff is important, yes. Okay, Winnie, are you there? Welcome, Winnie. How are you this morning?
Good morning, and good morning to everyone.
Yeah. So would you like to introduce yourself a bit? How long you've been in the industry and what were you doing before and all this?
Okay, good morning, everyone, and I'm Winnie, and I'm actually from Sabah, but have been working in West Malaysia for about I think it's almost to 8 years in West Malaysia, and actually my background of I work in retail industry for more than 20 years. Wow. So I'm actually working with a company of like Giant, Carrefour, and Metro Jaya. Okay. And in this industry is almost to 20 years. Right. And I'm involved in more on operationals, which I'm looking after of all the departments like marketing, financing, and the frontliner, the post system. Actually, when I started in refill and with these systems, a lot of some of the colleagues, they were asking, Winnie, are you working in IT? Actually, I'm not IT, but it's just only because I'm more to operational. So we were trained in system based. So actually, I'm a system based person that I was trained throughout the 20 years in retail industry. And also we have a lot of trainings and we have trained in sales reporting and analyzing, as well as building the teams and teaching them in system based. So that's my exposure throughout the 20 years in retail industry.
Right. So when do you join Refuel?
Actually, I joined Refuel in 2019.
2019.
Which is 2 years, and which is 2 months before KW launch. And I just came in right timing.
Right timing. Okay, good. So when you first joined Refuel 2019, that's before the technology thing come in. So can you discuss this? How do you start out your business then?
I am very grateful because I started join with you and under Elaine Yap, and she's actually the one that who mentored me and guided me throughout the process before KW Systems. And because I'm totally new and I'm from in retail industry and go into field in properties, it's really totally new to me. And honestly, I was just like thinking, at first it was approached by Elena. I would say not my cup of tea, you know what I mean? So, but somehow I'm really glad because I find it it's very interesting, and while I'm still young, so it's good for me to really go into own business and venture into a business that in a different line, because after 20 years in retail industry, I think it's time for me to change. So I really joined in, and but by the time when I joined, I was a full-time. Then after 2 months, I resigned. I decided to resign. I moved on and do and become a real estate agent. Full-time, yes. Full-time.
So when you transition from a retail background to real estate business, what are some of the challenges that you face, that you have gone through?
I'm actually zero. I don't know how to start, but first thing first that I learned, which Elaine had taught me, you need to reach out to the sphere of influence, your SOI. So I started my business with spreading out and then reaching out to my friends, my ex-colleagues, a lot of people that I know. Then that's how I started to get my first listings from friends, and I closed my first rental deal. And also, second thing is I was encouraged to join a roadshow, some project, which I also learned a lot of some seafood are very good top performance, like Yummy, like Shelly, they all are very good. I was like, wow, they are very good in talking, but it's really good exposure. And I'm glad that I have a very good teammate that really encouraging, that really encouraged me to start my business.
That's good. So it sounds like when you started off this business, you're able to leverage on those experts that is around you. So you're actually leveraging on their experience, and they teach you how to do. So you already begin the journey to leverage on their experience and help you move your business from zero knowledge to even close the first deal in a span of how long? Roughly a few months time, or?
I think a few months. I mean, few months times I closed my first rental deal. My first
few months. So because you leverage on their experience, they got you able to close them.
Yeah.
Now those there before you adopt the technology, how do you manage your listing? Let's say you get a listing. How do you do it? How do you expose your listing?
Actually, throughout the roadshow and sphere of influence, and another part is also I'm doing a master. Getting master listings as well, and a lot of works and a lot of effort. I have done, like for example, one condo, I managed to get a listing. So it took me a lot of time to text. I have about roughly 150 contacts, and then I have an opportunity to have potential tenants. So I WhatsApp 152 of the master list, and I'm using my WhatsApp as well. So I text. It takes me a whole day to just follow up, but it's kind of very challenging and interesting, which many kind of response.
Yeah.
But somehow it really works where I managed out of 150, I managed to get a response of about 27, and then out of 27, I managed to get about six to seven listings before.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
before that.
WhatsApping, all this contact. So,
Yeah.
so along the way come the KW technology, and we can see that you are also very fast, or you put in some effort to learn the technology. So with what, can you tell us what is the difference? Because you said that you have spent a lot of time WhatsApping all these things, WhatsApping your customer, your contact. Now that you are using technology, has there been any difference in terms of time, effort, or what's the result that you see?
Yeah, it's actually comparing to systems and currently that we're having, it's actually saved a lot of times where we have contacts and we can upload all the contacts and then we can follow up. And also partly also not just the contacts, but also the exposure through portals, and that I managed to get listings, but not much. Not many before the systems. But it's actually a lot of before the systems I do have activities, but quite slow in a way. Slow in getting listing and leads, and also it depends on before the systems there's a lot of traditional methods that I have done, which is phone calls, flyers, master lists, and then sometimes you have to depend on portal, the portal that you have to wait for them to respond, and then also some marketing that I actually try for Facebook, but it's very expensive and costly.
Right.
So that's why there's a lot of limitation of activities before the system. That's what I experienced. And then throughout the whole year of year 2020, I find that a lot of after KW systems that came aboard, there's a lot of trainings and also international speakers that giving a lot of ideas that really making me so excited, and I really have to start up with something that in the system that can help me to boost my business, and which in fact it really works.
So what are some of the benefits you get from using the technology to help you?
And actually that's the best thing that what I've learned, that we were taught about GPS 135, and I at least I know my goals, my priority, my settings, and I did a lot of my own follow up, whereby I need to hit to make sure that I it's not just actually I'm not focusing. It's not focusing now, but it's not just the success. The success is not just closing the deal, but also it's actually the most important, that what I find works is generating leads. That throughout the last whole year with the international speakers, and then some of the great top performers like Jonathan Quack and like Wing, like George Tang, all the models, economy models that it really helped my business, and I'm so encouraged by all the guidelines, and also Ignite trainings that can train you to how to become an agent that you can have scripts, and for example, to help you and to build your confidence, and also it's a preparation for the agents to really venture into their exciting business. And this GPS it's really helped me a lot, that I can use it and then apply it in the system, KW system, where that's the first thing first that you know, when we have this campaign, we have a paid campaign and we have a social post. Social post is free. So it's actually when you look at social posts, it's actually you're posting, you are reaching out to your sphere of influence, your friends, your colleagues. So this is one part of the tools in the system, and it helps me in a way that it doesn't spend a lot of my time, and I have these systems that can schedule it, and I can schedule it almost a month. So that's why one part that are very exciting when then we were encouraged to use weekly touch point, and we can schedule it almost to a month, and then we can just touch point and have a touch base with our customers and clients, which really works because I do have a response from my sphere of influence. They wanted to have reports, and also from there, actually almost since after I started these systems, every week I almost got a call from my friends where they hey, I got properties in KL, and my friend is from Sabah. So I got properties in KL, so I have this thing, can you help me to follow up? And just recently, last week, I already got a key from friends of mine from Sabah, but because of MCO stuck, so I got listings, and I got a keys, everything, and she gave me as an exclusive as well. So this is one part of how we reach out to the sphere of influence, because by sometimes it's by calling, I don't want, we need to create a relationship and build a relationship. Of course, we need to maintain the relationship with friends, but somehow, I'm so grateful that we have these systems. So I do have a lot of friends that contacted me, and then they find that, hey, I see you're very active in as an agent, and I saw in your Facebook you post a lot of what they call tech-enabled agents, those kind of things. Then they say, I'm really interested to know, and she is actually an insurance. Is also working as an insurance agent, and find it very interesting. So I'm still following it up and still contacting, and somewhat at the same time she gave me listing as well, and a listing from my SOI. Because the social post that in KW command that we have actually opportunity, we have a free social post that we can make use of it, and we can schedule it well. And second is the campaign that we have is a paid campaign where we are actually reaching to the unknown user, unknown Facebook user, and that's where we pay. We pay for the campaign, and I find it very exciting because in a traditional way, how you want to generate leads is definitely Facebook. But now Keller Williams it's collaborate with Facebook and have a very cheapest, and they do have not the cheapest. What I mean is effective cost where we can use it, and actually throughout my experience, if I'm not using KW, and I just do my Facebook marketing, I spend I think about 25 to 100 ringgit to get just one lead. But somehow after using these Keller Williams systems, and at least like for example, last week I started a few campaigns. I did in a week I generated 23 leads. So this is one part that really helped us in leveraging in this technology, and I'm so encouraged and so excited. But anyhow, after you're getting the leads, the more activities you have now, and everything you must be fast, even though because we are slow, but now we have to be fast. And also my weaknesses is actually follow up. But with this, it will help me also to build my confidence and to help me to follow up closely to to the leads that we have, that we generate from the KW system.
That's good. Yeah. Before that, you were mentioning last time you WhatsApp about 150 people. You spend the whole day doing it. Compared to now, let's say if you want to keep in touch with 150 people, how much time you spend by using the system that we have, technology?
I do one social post or one campaign. It takes me about 10 to 15 minutes time and save a lot of time. If I really want to do a campaign or social post, I will just do once a week and I plan it in just maybe like this week. I just spend one day. I will just plan it for the next 2 weeks with all the schedule that I have. And of course, I need to identify what are the listings that I need from the GPS. We need to also qualify our listings that you think that you can do for the campaign. And like for example, in this year, I need to close 11 transactional. So I need to think about 12 listings, qualifying listings that I think I can close, and I will use this campaign, system, this technology to really ensure that I hit my goals throughout the year. So this is one part that I have. It saved a lot of my times, and the rest of my times I can arrange of my viewings, and I will have my own quality times. Instead of using, a whole day WhatsApping, it really takes a lot of energy and your mind, and also you need to remember who is the clients that you are actually live with, and a lot of things that really put effort in it. Systems, the effort is really giving us in a very effective way.
Right. So okay, good. You mentioned also just now follow up in one of your weakness. Do you find that the technology you are able to leverage on the technology to help you to overcome this weakness?
Yes, I mean this technology, because I'm so sorry because I'm not a person that likes to call the customers and cold calls, but through these systems also it will help you, and also it will help you in preparations that you have scripts, and you have of course smart plan, and also to plan ahead of what you have follow up, and this one part that also it helps. But I haven't started yet, but I'm going to start soon, because I already started to generate. I already have leads. So from there, I can start my smart plan, and this is how it helps me in terms of my time and effort, and also planning as well.
Right, that's good. So you have learned to leverage on technology not only to save you time in generating leads, keeping contact in touch with your leads or your contact. It also that you can see that there's a potential now to help you to overcome one of your weaknesses, which is follow up using the smart plan function that's inside the command system. Wow, that's great. Right. I think one of the questions raised in the chat box is that Facebook and Keller Williams. Keller Williams and Facebook has a strategic partnership that enable us to do Facebook campaign, which is simpler way and even more cost effective, and the targeting or leads are very effective to get the client that you want. So there's a strategic partnership that we have with Facebook. So it's an added advantage in the system that we have. Right. So okay, can you give some example, like let's say now you get all the listing. How do you leverage on the various platform or technology? How you expose your listing to increase the chances of getting more leads?
I'm quite amazed where HProp listing is actually partnering with Keller Williams, and in a way that they sync in together with KW systems, and I find it really works, because using these Keller Williams systems it's not just about generating leads, but also it helps you to to connect with agents, and to build relationship with other agents. What I mean is within a few agents, because we have a systems where in Keller Williams there are listings that you can follow up and you can check out, because I believe that I think up to date we do have a lot more than how many thousand listings in Edge Prop.
Uh-huh.
Up to date, I'm not too sure, but I know that it's a lot.
Mhm.
But this part is really work where I have potential buyers, potential prospect. I just go to the listing and I search for other colleagues who has the listings that I can work together, that I can connect together, no
Right.
matter that you are in MC1, MC2, or MC3.
Right.
And which in fact, I noticed that a lot of colleagues that share to me say that Edge Prop doesn't generate a lot of leads. I mean, doesn't generate leads, doesn't, it's very slow, not like Property Guru, not like iProperty. But actually, I found out one thing because it's actually three portals is the same, but it depends on how you manage the listings. Because when I started my Property Guru, and I key in, I only managed to get about 20 to 30 listings. I also get slow response. And here is the tips that what I noticed. The moment when I key in up to more than 100 listings and so as Edge Prop, I started to get response, not just leads, also listings. And I've been getting listing every, I can say, recently, in the last 2 months, I almost like twice a week or once a week also, I got listings from other sellers that communicated with me either
Right.
through Property Guru or Edge Pro. Why? Because those potential investor buyers or prospect, they actually checking on your background, and they are actually look through whether how many listings you have, and they will see how actively you are in your portal. And also at the same time, this is what I analyzed. So I noticed, even though don't talk about locations that you are specialized in, but somehow they actually looking on your type of properties, like either you are selling mostly semi-D or bungalow or factory or shop lots. They also looking into whether you are actually in specialized in this area or not. And I received a few phone call that they call me and ask me, are you actually selling? I saw you are selling a lot of semi-Ds. So I have semi-Ds and listings. Would you want to do this location for me? So I said, oh yeah, you can send more information. I would love to. Because to me is, no matter you think that the listing is active or not, is other part lah, okay?
Right.
The most important, make sure your portal is active. And I actually experienced that. I got 20, 30 listings. I don't receive any much call. But after I reached more than 100 listings and Edge Prop as well, so I got response. This is one part also, it helps. And second thing is also in KW system, you have listings to look through with others colleagues and agents. And another part that which I believe and I'm glad that Elaine had taught me a lot of things, that sometimes buddy system is very, very important. And buddy systems, or you want to co-agents with those that you can work well with, you have chemistry, or you can in a way that you think that you have trust between the agents. Why not? I do have agent, even though I'm actually trying my best to encourage, hey, come, we have a very good system that we can work together. And I just closed the deal with her, and she came to one of my sessions that I named one of my sessions and trying to understand the systems. And then after that, in the end, after a few days, she came to me and then she said, hey, I have a very good listings for you to partner with you. Would you want to co-broke with me, and I give you these listings, and you help me to blast out and we share the campaign. I mean, it's not just necessary that we actually, I mean, of course, our intention is we want to get them to have a better system so that they have a better business. other than that, it depends on their choice. See
Mhm.
whether, you know,
Right. Yeah.
sometimes they want to build a relationship with
Yeah.
other agency. This is
Right,
also
right.
one part that is also help in my business and our business as well.
Right,
And
right.
because of the system that help us, not just we are using it, but we're also sharing and you know, tell people that how great is this system
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
are having now. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Wow, Winnie. So I think we all heard Winnie has more than 100 listings in the H crop. And I think because she understands the value of leveraging. So she has brought out a very good point. Sometimes when the investor look for a negotiator, they have to see how good you are in the sense. Right? So the more listing you put in the portal, then you give the impression that you are active in the market, and that's where the good investor will look for good brand by doing that. So I think by now you understand the power of leveraging. I think Winnie has shared a very good example right from the way how she started the business, how she leveraged on the experience brand that's around her, and then with the technology come in, she how to leverage on the various features that in the technology that help her to improve her business, and she began to see a result. And I think one of the platforms she used the H prop that she put in listing, and therefore she see all this leveraging effect coming in because of the many listing she put in. Right now, the KW also very aware of the value of leveraging. That's why not only KW has strategic partnership with Facebook. In Malaysia, KW Malaysia also have a strategic partnership with H Property. Right? So because we are strategic partnership, we are leveraging on each other, whereby our brand, you just need to put your listing into one place, which is HProp, and from there, your listing will sync into a command system, and whereby you can use it for your Facebook campaign, you can use it for whatever way, how you expose your listing. And that's how Winnie leveraging all these various platforms and get the result that she want. Now, not only seller want to give her listing, agent from other company also want to work with her, and that is the power of leveraging. So have you all learned something from Winnie? If you have learned something, can you type up what have you learned from Winnie sharing this morning? Type in the chat box so that encourage her as well, because she spent her time sharing with you her experience. What have you learned from her this morning, just based on her sharing? Type in the chat box, please. Anyone? Get yourself active in the chat box. What have you learned from Winnie sharing? The aha that you learned from her. The vision category system and model. Yep. Good. What else? No excuse, just do it. Yes. Scheduling social posts. Okay. What else? Get more. Come on, get more. Get more comment and feedback so that Winnie will feel encouraged. That she knows that the time that she has invested this morning in you, give her the ROI that she wants. SO. Oh, okay. Zero knowledge also can do business. Wow, yes. Lead generation. Okay, good. So good. All right. So different, or you have learned different things, leveraging on technology, willing to share work with other leveraging. Okay, you guys get a good command. Investor looked at our profile. Yes, make use of social posts, technology. Platform is the now. Now is the platform where you have to so-called learn to maximize, because technology was your MCO lockdown. Right. So Winnie, thank you very much for your sharing this morning. I think you have shared a lot of gem inside there, and 100 listing is a must. Yeah, I think Winnie has set the standard. If you do not have 100 listing, that is your minimum standard you need to have, because the more listing you have, the more listing you expose to the market. It shows to the market that you are a specialist or you are experienced or expert in certain area. You must get more listing. Yes, great. What else? Okay. Okay, there's one question from Noreen. Is it like I know how kind she is in reaching the other if they are not agent, I do that too. Hope any. Okay, yep. Now, real reaching can be not only just within Redfield, right? Of course, within Redfield, we have a lot of platform for you to leverage on each other's. Even external co-agency, there are many way of leveraging as well, right? Right, before we end the session, I have one short video to show you, right? So Marcus, can you show the last video, a very short video? Pay attention because it's only 26 seconds. So if you don't pay attention, you miss the part. Okay, Marcus. right. So this is another aspect of leveraging, the power of leveraging on the community that it belongs to, right? So Winnie has shared about the community that she has, whereby they teach her based on their experience. Another way of leveraging is that we together as a KW family, when we work together, we leverage on each other's strength, we are able to overcome whatever challenge that come along the way, right? Even though the whale want to come and eat up the penguin, but because penguin know how to leverage on each other's, right? So they're able to stop the whale from attacking them, right? So there's a power of leveraging. So the leveraging aspect of it not only helps you by when you leverage on each other's, you gain experience, you leverage on the business system, business model, technology, and tool helps you to save time and get great result. And also leveraging on the community that it belongs to helps you to overcome challenges. So the value of leveraging is very high. Now, how many of you believe that leveraging is the way to go? There's a great value for you to move forward your business. If you agree to that, type yes in the chat box that you want to learn to leverage more. Right, okay, so, okay, now, I think you heard Winnie sharing also when she transitioned into learning more of the, leveraging on technology, there will be some frustration, there's some challenges that you may face. Now the question is, if you know the value of leveraging, would you let any challenges or obstacles stop you from leveraging? So if you know the value of leveraging so high, you will willing to try it and invest your time and energy for it. So therefore, the last statement I want to make is that when you understand the value of leveraging, don't let anything stop you. So therefore, we need to have this overcome spirit. Whatever come along the way, we want to overcome, like the penguin that overcome the challenge together. You have a community here to support you. You have all the resources that the regional team has prepared for you, all the international trainer, all the trainings that's available, all can help you to overcome. So I want everybody to type the words overcome in the chat box, because whatever you face, if you know the value of leveraging, you want to overcome it. So everybody types the word overcome. Right. So this morning, you want to start off the week and the month with this spirit of overcoming. Whatever come along the way, remember the penguin, when you learn to leverage, you can also overcome all the challenges ahead of you. Right, good, welcome, right? So we need to stay on for a while. Now we just quickly make some announcement first. Can we have the announcement slides? Okay, this coming Wednesday, we will have a virtual training in the morning from 9 to 10:15, whereby we will hear from Lily, who is the team leader from MC3, and Shannon Su is also a rank from MC3, how she overcomes some of her old limiting belief to come to a breakthrough in her performance. She kept this year. So come this Wednesday, join us for the virtual training to listen to Shannon, how she overcomes some of the limiting belief and have a breakthrough mindset that helps her improve her business. Next slide, please. Right, we'll continue to the consumer campaign. You have mentioned also we need to start leveraging on this consumer campaign touch point. She managed to get even listing and able to keep in touch with some of her warm leads, right? So this touchpoint campaign is available in the workplace for those who are in Keller Williams. So you can download it from workplace and use that touch point. You can customize a little bit here and there to your name, all these things, and send it out to your customer in a warm contact to keep in touch with them. And you'll be surprised. The more consistent you keep in touch with your contact, eventually you'll get all the business that come from there. Next slide, please. And of course, you by now should know that we are also running a consumer campaign championship, whereby we encourage you to post all this touch point to generate more likes and respond from the content that you have. And every week we have a weekly champion as well as the overall champion. So last week, the champion for the social consumer campaign is Dr. Hamza and Agnes Aloysius. Dr. Hamza just joined us about slightly more than 1 month only, and he already so actively posting it in the Facebook to use the touch point. He is leveraging on the resources that we provide for him to start so-called branding himself in the social media realm, right? So Agnes also has doing that. So congratulations to Hamza and Agnes for winning for last week championship. And the overall cumulative champion is Winnie is still number 1. So overall champion is still Winnie, followed by Stephanie Chong, and even Datuk Hamza has come into the list already. So therefore, guys, don't wait anymore. Overcome whatever obstacle that is stopping you from posting the touch point in the Facebook page, so that you can also actively brand yourself in the social realm, right? So, okay, next slide, please. Okay, there's a rate there coming out. Rate there, for those who not sure what is that. Now, in Keller Williams, every year we commit 1 day in doing social work. Right? It's a way that we believe after the system help us to be successful in our business, we want to give back to the community. Now, this year, we have decided the way we want to help the community is to collect 100 laptops, because as you know, because of MCO school closed, a lot of students had to go online. We also realized that quite a big sector of the students, because of the economic status they are in, they may not be even afford to have a laptop. Right? So therefore, we are partnering with this NGO called Mako to help to collect 100 laptops to give to all these students. Now, if you do not have laptops, you can also participate by giving donation using the information here on the screen, right? So when you do that online transfer, make sure you put the word donation so that we know. And the donation, okay, next slide. Donation, the period that you can give donation from between 5th to 31st May this month. And for those who are donating computer, make sure the computer is less than 10 years old and is able to power up. It means still function to a certain way, because we don't want to give a not functioning laptop to the student. It doesn't help them, right? So because the NGO, that part, they will also refurbish a bit here and there to make sure to install the program for them to attend the online lesson, obviously, to be so that they can attend the classes, right? So all this detail, for those who are from Redfield, you can get it in the workplace. And for those who are not from Redfield, you are interested to be part of it, do contact any of us in Keller Williams so that we can help you to participate in this Great Day event as well. Next slide, please. Right, for those who now want to overcome whatever thing that's stopping you from using technology, right, we have this workshop available for you to attend. So sign up from the link that's in the chat box. And for those non from Redfield, again, keep in touch with your friend inside Redfield so that they can help you also to understand some of the command system that we have, right? So if you want to overcome this obstacle so that you can be more effectively leveraging on social media, this is the workshop you should attend. And keep attending it, because you may not learn everything in one sitting, right? It's okay to repeatedly sitting in the same workshop until you master the skill of using technology. Right? So that's, you can see here from Winnie, because she invested her time. And I remember she shared with me one time she spent almost the whole night until morning just to learn the technology part of it. So once you master the technology, now she's reaping the ROI of the investment of her time by getting a lot response in the social media, right? With that, any more announcement after this? Next slide. Okay, with that, now, Winnie, before we end the session, any last advice for our audience?
Oh, okay. Two things. First thing is commit to your self-mastery. And actually, for those that are half-savvy or non-savvy, I would advise you to get a mouse, because once you get a mouse, you have no problem with your systems, because you do a lot of design, you do a lot of clicking on a lot of things, because this is a very important thing that you need a mouse before you really master on all the KW command. Second thing is actually when I start I joined Redfield. There's one part I remember. I joined the Ignite training that I always remind myself. I think I remember when Williams is our trainer doing the Ignite training. That's one that are very important that I always remind myself, to become an entrepreneurship to purposeful. And there are 5 things that really help us where from entrepreneurship to purposeful, you need first is to focus. And second is to find the strategic options that works for you.
Right.
And to look for models to follow.
Right.
And install your system. That's how you start your systems.
Yeah.
And thus bring accountability,
Right.
which means
Okay.
you need to do a lot of homework, you need to do a
Uh-huh.
lot of practice until you master it. So this
Okay.
is the best thing that that really helped me throughout my transitions when I'm using these systems. And yes, indeed, I'm a kind of person I'm curious to know about the system. So it took me until early in the morning. Until midnight, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, until I master it.
Right.
But this is me lah. This is me. But for me, it's important is it depends on you, and also, don't give up. A lot of things that is coming, and I'm looking forward as well.
Right,
Yeah.
that's good. So overcome, whatever come along the way, we can overcome. So guys, whatever that we put in place for you, HProp, command system, whatever thing, that training, all this thing, is a platform for you to leverage on so that you can have a higher ROI in your business. That is what we're trying to do. So therefore, don't let anything stop you from doing the leveraging. Overcome it, master it, because that's where your ROI will keep on increasing, like what Winnie has experienced. So with that, thank you very much, Winnie, for spending this time with us, and thank you all of you for joining us. So I wish you a great week and month ahead. For our Muslim friend, have Selamat Hari Raya that's coming. So it's an MCO Hari Raya for you, but enjoy it also. Thank you very much. See you.